can be really tough sometimes. So I've got a wonderful little one today that's incredibly healthy. It's a hijiki seaweed salad, and it's really fast and simple to make. So the first thing that I've got is my hijiki seaweed. You should be able to find this in all Asian markets, and more supermarkets have actually got it available nowadays. So what I'm going to do is I've actually got some very warm water in here, and we're just going to soak it in there. Now that's going to take about 8 or 10 minutes, and as it soaks, we'll prepare the other vegetables, and we'll go back to it in a second, and you'll see just how much it's actually expanded. So we'll set that to one side, and we can move on to preparing our vegetables. I'm going to use this handy little gadget here. It's called a mandolin, basically a slicer, and there's a little ceramic blade in there, which is really, really useful. I'm going to start off with the courgettes. And the beauty of this is it really does slice them very, very thin and very uniformly, which makes for a wonderful salad. So just at an angle, you can see that those courgettes look really, really good. I'm also going to go with the cucumber. Now, I haven't peeled the cucumber here. The reason for that is we're slicing it so thinly that you're not going to notice that skin at all, and it'll actually give it a nice little crunch. So same with the cucumber, lovely little uniform pieces. I've also got a red onion. Just peeled it straight down the middle, and we're going to slice it as well. Onion will give the salad a lovely little crunch. And you can see already the amazing colours that are starting to form in this salad. Really, really pretty, and so easy to prepare and good for you. So just a carrot as well, which I've peeled and washed. And the last vegetable that I'm going to use is a daikon or white radish. Just slicing it at the angle makes it that a little bit prettier. Now I'm going to show you a fantastic trick to get these vegetables really nice and fresh and nice and crunchy to go into our salad. What I've got is a big bowl of iced water. Now we're just going to pop those in there. We're going to leave them in here for about 15-20 minutes. And what that ice water does is it just sort of brings the vegetables back to life, and it'll give them a wonderful little crunch. So we're just going to set that there. I've also got an iceberg salad, and I'm just going to straight down the middle. Not only does this bring it back to life, of course, but it also helps to really make sure that the vegetables are really nice and clean. We've already washed them once, but this is just going to help to ensure that they're 100% clean. So in goes that iceberg. That'll also crispen up and come back to life in the ice. So I'm going to leave those on the side for 15 minutes. So you can see how that hijiki seaweed has really doubled in volume. It's really, really increased. Now what we're going to do is just strain it off. Very important that you really dry it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it drying in that bowl with the sieve as I make our lovely dressing. So to make that dressing, very, very simple process. Nice big bowl with a whisk. We're going to start off with a little bit of an anchovy paste. Now you'll find this in all supermarkets, usually in a container like this. If you can't find one of these, just grab some regular anchovies, mash them up in a food blender. So in that goes about a tablespoon. Now that's forming the base of our dressing. That's what's going to hold it all together. So just whisk that together very, very lightly. I'm going to add in my vinegar. I'm also going to add in my sugar. You find that a lot in Japanese style dressings. A little bit of sugar in there. Got some soy sauce. The last ingredient that I'm going to add in is my oil. I'm just going to add this in quite slowly in a steady stream. This is grapeseed oil, which is going to keep the dressing nice and light. In that goes. And what you're left with is a really nice tasty dressing. So the only thing we have to do now before we assemble the whole salad is we're going to take our vegetables, which have been in there for about 15 minutes, and we're going to strain them and make sure we get them really, really dry before we assemble that salad. So you can see I've dried those up really well, just in a colander, patted them dry with a little bit of paper towel, and you can see just how crunchy that is. The vegetables being brought back to life, looking amazing. So what I'm going to do with the salad is I'm just going to layer it up, and basically you want nice little thin strips. So as slow as you want with that knife, no rush whatsoever. you want to end up with a beautiful little piece like that. So in that goes your vegetables. So you can see that that's come together really, really nicely. One more thing to do, we're just going to season it with a little bit of black pepper. And this salad really is the most incredibly healthy salad you could ever eat. And the flavour of the anchovies in there in that dressing is really a background flavour. It's not going to be very strong at all. And you're really not going to notice it. Now it's so, so pretty when you put it on the plate. I think the seaweed really does contrast nicely with all those lovely sliced vegetables. If you made this for any of your friends, I think they'd be absolutely delighted with you. So just pile it up as high as you can. Really does help to give the food a little bit of height. And I'm just going to add a couple of more little things. First one, cashew nuts. Now not everybody likes nuts. A lot of people have allergies these days, so you could always omit these if you wanted to. Just around the outside. And just to give it a little bit of colour, as if it didn't have enough already, I've got some cilantro or coriander. And I'm just going to pick a few leaves over the top. And that really does bring it to life. And I'm very excited about this salad. So, so healthy, really colourful, very quick and easy to make. The beautiful little slice.